Go big or go home, Don. Go big or go home.
All right, pilots, ready for flight. And drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, here we go. Now the Red Alliance looks to be using the same strategy that they've used before. Fire some fuel into the boiler while getting that gear in place, although it doesn't look like they're going to bother with a gear on the autonomous section. And they did not get that in place, so that rotor running during the autonomous section. But they have it running now. The Blue Alliance working to catch up with that. They've got one of the small rotors going, the big rotor going as well. Doing a little bit of cranking to get that second rotor rolling. Of course, the Red Alliance is firing right back with their own second rotor, and lots of fuel. They're up to almost 20 units of pressure. And the Red Alliance doing what they do so well, getting the fuel out of the hopper right into the robot, as opposed to having to throw it on the ground and scoop it up. Looks like the chop shops come on over to see if they can't annoy the Red Alliance robot to maybe make a little bit of a mistake or a misfire into the hopper, or into the boiler. It did not seem to have an effect, though. They still managed to get almost 10 more units of pressure built up, despite the chop shop's attempt to annoy them. They're getting, looks like another misfire on the gear. They had a gear on the hook, but then it bounced off. Meanwhile, Infinite Loop keeps packing that fuel in. Now, both teams only have 2 rotors running, and it looks a little bit like they're not quite focusing on the gears as heavily as maybe they ought to in order to squeak out the win here. Both teams only have, nope, that's not right. The red team has now stepped out in front with a third rotor turning. The blue team really needs to step it up if they're going to win this match. With 20 seconds left to go, 2 robots are climbing the ropes for the red team. The Red Alliance has jumped out into a commanding lead. Over on the blue side, though, we do have robots climbing up. We've got 1 robot, 2 robots up. Doesn't look like we're going to get that third robot. Meanwhile, the Red Alliance has all 3. So in what looks like a fairly convincing score differential, the red team is in the lead. However, we have a review. All right, well, we've got a review in place, so we'll see how it goes. It doesn't look terrific for the Blue Alliance, but you never know until it's over. All right, here we go. The tension is mounting. The airships are up. They're heading to the finish line. And it is the Red Alliance taking their second win. So what I'd like to have you help me do is send the Blue Alliance off with a hearty congratulations to Merrimack High School, Chop Shop, Northern Force from Falmouth and Gorham, and Triforce from Franklin, Massachusetts. Thank you for a well-played match here at the Pine Tree Regionals. And of course, moving on to the next round are the collective